From time to time on my channel, I like to show my viewers ways that they can practically self-source a self-defense weapon if they have minimal supplies. That's what we're going to do in this video. Stick around. In this video, I want to show you a practical way to make a self-defense weapon out of wood. It's light, it's pocketable, and very effective. There are going to be plenty of times where we as people need a non-metallic self-defense option. And I've talked to subscribers from all over the world who are unable to have knives for self-defense. Self-defense weapons are very important because there's going to be times where we're attacked and we're overpowered and we're outnumbered and we need equalizers. What I'm going to show you today is nothing elaborate, but it's better than nothing. Yes, I know that people can buy non-metallic self-defense options, but how cool is it to make your own? What I'm going to show you today fits primarily into the Kubotan family. You know, a Kubotan's just a blunt object that you hold in your hand. Some of them are just blunt, but some have a spike. But that Kubotan weapon was developed like in the late 1960s, and a lot of people carry them on keychains. Object I want to show you today is this here. This is made from wood. I've cut finger grooves in this, and I also have a place for my thumb, and this is what it looks like in my hand. Just a very simple object, and I want to explain the design behind this. Here shortly, I'll be showing you how I made this. The purpose of something like this is to just give you something you can use in an atmosphere where you can't have any metal, or in parts of the world that are so regulated that they don't have anything to do hand-to-hand protection with. If you want to know how effective something like this could be in a self-defense scenario, just take it in your hand and just put it against your face, put it against your head, put it anywhere. You would not want anybody coming upside your head with this. And again, all of this is in the context of self-defense, but you may have somebody, you know, beating the living daylights out of you and you're trying to beat them off of you and you're not hurting them. You take something like this, they're gonna feel it. The goal of self-defense is being able to neutralize the attacker to where you can get away. You don't have to design this exactly like I did. Have fun with it and get creative, but create something you can use. This weapon was cut from a piece of wood similar to this right here. I just, you know, cut a chunk of it out, and then to thin it down, I just batoned it on each side from the top just to thin it out. I put a knife, you know, like right here, and then batoned this side off, and then I batoned this side off just to have about a 3/4 inch piece of wood in the middle that I could start carving with. So I want to show you the general idea of this. I just took a piece of wood. This is about 6 inches for my medium hand. Just a very makeshift non-metallic option. As you can see, I cut me some little finger grooves. You just got to get a file and dig it out. It takes a while. I got more work to do here, and I've even got a thumb placement cut off back here. This is very light, and you can do all kinds of stuff with it. You can design it, make it pretty. You don't want to narrow this tip down too much. You know, you just want it to be uncomfortable, okay? Just an uncomfortable kind of blunt object. So I'm gonna work on this a little bit more. Now my piece is about 3/4 of an inch thick. You can cut yours however as thick as you want. I want my hand to wrap around mine real good. As you can tell through much continued filing and whatnot, it's really coming together. One of these files right here just does a really good job with it. If you notice, I'm getting this wooden tip nice and smooth. Again, not too thin, just unpleasant is what you want. Basically what I've done here is, you know, I put some chapstick on the end of this tip and then fire hardened it. And then I have rubbed in rejuvenating oil and got it, you know, just down in the wood really good. I'm gonna mess around with it now and do some more fun stuff. You know, this doesn't have to be perfect. It can be whatever you need it to be. You're just creating a wooden object that's tough and durable, that fits in your hand, and could be a problem for somebody. I think what I'd like to do now is spray paint this black. That's exactly what I'm gonna do here. All right, got it painted nice and black here. I'm gonna tape this handle up. You know, this is not some front of the line type of weapon. It's just a piece of wood, but you'd be surprised how valuable this would be to someone who has nothing. And I can tell you, if somebody was in a situation where this is all they had, I guarantee you the other person doesn't want to be getting struck with something like this. And let's just say all you had was your bare hands. Do you think that's gonna hurt worse or this? See what I'm saying? And again, you don't wanna make this tip too thin because you want it to be strong. That's not gonna feel good. You can take your bare hand and put something like this in it, and it becomes much more dangerous. Not only do you have a formidable foe right here, but you got a blunt object on this side. It's just better than nothing. The heart behind this video is to just give people options, you know, non-metallic options, but also options to those who may not have a knife, who may be highly governed, who may need some form of self-defense. And those resources are laying all around us. A piece of wood and some carving tools and some sanding tools, and bingo, you got something to work with. Again, there's not much to it, but it's better than nothing. I hope you enjoyed this, my friend. Stay safe as always. Take care.